CH. He got CH.
He has CH, which
Yeah.
basically means his cerebellum did not fully develop, so it affects his motor skills. My name is Jeffrey Smith. I'm the co-founder and president of Furgiven Animal Sanctuary. So we actually received a call before we were open. We purchased the building May of last year, and Nugget was the first dog we officially rescued.
My name's Colby Stevens. I've been doing rescue for about 10 years now. It started off as just getting a job out of high school, to be honest, but it very quickly became a life path. Once you start working with animals and you start creating those bonds and also just seeing what you're good at helping them furthering their life, it becomes extremely important. It becomes a lifestyle and more than just a job.
So my name is Lee Ridings. I'm the director and co-founder here at Furgiven Animal Sanctuary. And this all kind of came about, I worked in rescue for quite a few years. I worked at no-kill and I've worked at kill rescues, and being in the ins and outs of that, have got to see some of the pros and cons of both. And so put a lot of thought into it and decided that I wanted to try to do something a little different than what is already set up around here. So I got with Jeffrey, the other co-founder, and we kind of went back and forth on some of our ideas, and that's basically where it started. We just branched off the idea of knowing that we wanted to do something a little different than what was already being offered in our area. We're a little bit different than any other shelter that's already set up like a city shelter. And I say that because we don't take in owner surrender and strays. And the main purpose in that is we pull dogs from other rescues to be a relief to those rescues, and we stay small in numbers so that we can work on the dog's specific needs to help them have a more successful adoption. I would say rescue is important to me because it was important to me to feel like I was doing something every day that was fulfilling kind of like my soul. And animals, especially animals that have special needs and like have special care that they need, I mean, they absolutely need us. They're completely helpless. So, you know, being able to take a dog that's in a bad spot and find it a good, loving home and maybe get it the medical treatment and stuff that it needs is just super fulfilling for me. The community can help us really, there's a lot of ways. One, donations is amazing. It keeps us going, it helps fund the mission. Another thing is just sharing. If you go to our social medias and follow us and share the dogs and help get the dogs out there. You know, Patty's gonna be adopted to a home in Louisiana. We just had a dog that got adopted in Alabama. So like people sharing, it allows people that are not just local to see the dogs, but you know, all the way across the United States.
Show you one more thing before we go outside. This room, a lot of people usually love. I can't tell you how many people we've given the tour and they see this kind of doggy spot and they're like, I wish I had this at my house. We hear it all the time. But this was custom built for us. The contracting crew that was in here doing a lot of the remodeling for us built this to kind of our standards. We have a little step there so kind of everyone can get up and give a dog baths. We want to have more of a volunteer program in the future as well. So something that a lot of volunteers at a lot of rescues and shelters do is give the animals baths. So we wanted to make this as easy and secure and safe as possible. So any size dog can fit in this thing comfortably and not be scared and crammed into a small space. And then any size person can give the dog a bath. We have all of our shampoos and everything there. So this thing is really, really great. It's come in handy. So this is the yard for Furgiven. This is probably the best part about the whole facility. It is a huge space where we do a lot of play groups. We'll kind of step away from the kennels so that they can't hear us barking. So yeah, we do a lot of play groups out here. The dogs do come out here when we're cleaning and everything. We're very, very soon going to have individual yards put in on that back part over there. Those will not be like a thing where the dogs live in or stay in 24/7 or anything. That's just more of a secure, good area for them to go into when we're doing other things, cleaning and whatnot. But what we want to use this yard for as much as possible, and what we're going to continue to use it for, is play groups. So every dog we take in here at Furgiven, we do animal test them first before getting them. And that is because we think it's very powerful and very helpful for the types of dogs that we help to be able to come out and, one, interact with us, but also interact with other dogs. Bee, for instance, is one of our really, really timid animals. She has progressed very, very well, and we think the main reason is because she is around other dogs that are confident, and then she gets to just kind of be a dog around them. So we never force ourselves on her at all. We just let her kind of learn from the other dogs and learn from us, and she's come a long, long way. You will notice we have a pool. This is not something a lot of rescues and shelters have. This was donated to us by a very, very generous supporter. And this is because the types of dogs that we help a lot of times have genetic issues or neurological issues, and we use this for swim therapy. So Nugget and Dahlia both are helped a lot by this because it's hard enough for them to move around on land. So getting exercise and building their muscles is pretty difficult. So we're able to get in the pool with them and let them use their legs and use muscles they typically can't use in water. So it's low impact and it helps a lot with that. And then even Patty, who is inside with the bone deformities, believe it or not, he can swim. And that's really helpful for him too, because again, it's just easier for him to use those legs in the pool. And obviously me and Lee love it too. On these hot days, we get to get in the pool, so that's great. But it helps a lot for the dogs. I guess that's really the end of the highlights out here. I mean, the yard kind of speaks for itself. It's just big, it's open. We're gonna try to leave it that way as much as we can. Even when the yards come in, we're specifically leaving as much open as possible for this. So you see we have our little table set up over here. And I mean, people may think it sounds like it's the easiest job in the world, but me and Lee get to spend a lot of time out here every day just sitting and watching the dogs play and helping them play and all those good things. That's B, that's the really, really timid one.
Hey, B.
Then you see Nugget is in his little mini pool over there. That's what he gets in when he's not able to get in the big pool. So yeah, he's gonna come get you all wet.
At FAS, we believe that providing a more intimate, individual atmosphere for dogs in these specific circumstances increases their chances of finding forever homes while promoting the animal-human bond within our community of the greater Mid-South tri-state area.
And some of the ways that people can help us is if you go to faslinks.org, we have our wish list set up there. You can do monetary donations. We have a lot of changes that we want to do to the building as far as putting in separate play yards and redoing our kennels, so monetary donations help a ton. So to find out more information about us and other locals, check out justmymemphis.com.
Meet the locals on justmymemphis.com. Get your free subscription today.